To KCALE 9 News at 9, and we're streaming on CBSN Los Angeles. I'm Juan Fernandez.
And I'm Lesley in tonight for Pat Harvey. For many, it's the heart of LA. Olvera Street, once a thriving district, was shut down at the start of the pandemic.
Well, it's back open now for business, but the homeless crisis is complicating its recovery. KCALE 9 political reporter Tom Waite has that story.
Before the pandemic, Olvera Street used to be packed with people on a Friday night. But as you can see behind me, the crowds are pretty thin. There's a few reasons for that. The pandemic, of course, the homeless crisis compounding those factors. A dystopian scene on the overpasses above the 101 in downtown LA. The tent encampments are just blocks from the iconic Olvera Street and the neighborhood of El Pueblo, considered the birthplace of the city and once a thriving business district.
Most shops have 3, 4, 5 generations of people here.
Valerie Hanley's shop on Olvera has been with her family her entire life. Her father shined shoes here.
And my father actually started in 1930 when the street opened. He was a shoe shine boy.
Hanley now heads up the Olvera Street Merchants Association. She says over the decades they've had challenges here, but the last 2 years have brought many business owners to the brink. The pandemic and, of course, the homeless crisis.
You have that piece of that population, unfortunately, that need help that they're not getting, and they act out in front of our visitors and the kids, and it's very difficult when that happens because people become afraid of that.
Councilman Kevin De Leon, who is running for mayor, is launching a new push with outreach teams around El Pueblo and Olvera Street to get the unhoused indoors and off the streets. The area is in his district, which also includes Skid Row.
Folks from all over the city, from all over the region, from all over the country and the world come to El Pueblo, and to see large, homeless encampments, it speaks volumes.
De Leon believes there are about 70 people in the immediate area of Olvera Street that need housing, including the encampments on the overpasses. The crisis is complicating the economic situation here.
El Pueblo was devastated economically, like so many small businesses throughout the city. I had to step in on several occasions to provide rent relief so they can keep their businesses still intact.
Outreach is a fragile procedure. There are so many stories of heartbreak here, including this man, Fook Lee.
My life just fell apart slowly and slowly.
Lee says he spent time in prison and has been living on the streets since 2015. De Leon's office is placing him in housing, which can't happen soon enough.
I got heart disease, and I among other health issues, and it's kind of hard to sleep out here.
Olvera Street merchants are relieved to see these efforts and hoping the crowds come back.
Slowly but surely, people are slowly coming back. Unfortunately, we're not having external tourism, and that's a big chunk of our income.
Sources inside City Hall tell me that compounding the homeless crisis is the fact that many of the unhoused that are coming here are coming from out of state, and they want to do a better job tracking it. On Olvera Street, I'm Tom Waite, KCALE 9 News.